All right, so this provides you with endless hours of awesome acoustic or electric entertainment, okay? And what we're going to do is basically do a riff based on a D chord. We're going to throw in all the cool little things you've heard, whether it's country or even like Bon Jovi style tunes, tons of stuff where you just mess around with all these cool, all that great stuff. This also sounds wicked in drop D tuning, but we'll stay standard here and keep it, easy. One tuning for all folks. But let's zoom in for a closer look, and I'm going to give you a bunch of different ideas to mess around with. And just take it slow. Start simple, and then as you progress, obviously, you can get a little crazier with your riffing. So let's zoom in for a closer look. Woo! Yeah! All right, so we're going to basically base everything off this D chord. I like keeping that E string open. It sounds extra, country rock, Bon Jovi, whatever. I don't know, cowboyish. But from that point, I'm going to give you a bunch of different riff ideas that we can do, and they're going to be based off of the 3rd fret D string, 2nd fret of that string as well. We'll go up to the A string, 3, 2, and then hit maybe the G for like the G chord. So the progression could really be D, C, G, right? You'll hear that a lot. Right, that would be the core of the progression. Now, little tiny things you might hear to accentuate that would be so I've basically taken the same thing and halfway in the progression from the D to the C chord, I'm going to go sneak up there, grab that C note or that 3rd fret A string, pull off. Right? So you can just keep it like that. You can sneak it in all over the place. And the basic strum pattern. Just placing it, intermittently, randomly throughout that D chord. Right, those are different ways you can play with the rhythm too. You can either kind of push, right? Push the beat with it, or right, that sort of style. Now, from there, you can also just take your 1st finger and hammer on open G to the 2nd fret. So that 1st strum, go ahead and hammer on. Right? So if you combine those two things, right now we can also, right, add all those notes and you can pick them. Right, and that's more of that strumming that we were doing where you're not specifically hitting precise strings all the time. You're just doing kind of a strum where you interject single notes. Right, we're obviously coming in on that note. right? But as far as what's below it, you know, you can strum it or, right? So we got. So far we have hammering on here. You can also, right, go from 2 to 3. So walking into a C chord like. Right, so the options are endless. Now, if you were to tune the top string down to D, you get right into like Bon Jovi Wanted Dead or Alive territory. You can keep the same ideas going, but you know, keep in mind you'll have to do what we've done before in the drop D. You'll have to basically change the chord up a little bit so it'll still work. But from that point, just experiment walking down. Seriously, I mean, it's like 400 hours of just endless, mindless awesomeness that you're totally gonna love. And dude, dudette, if you got some boots, don't be afraid to rock them because it'll just really set the mood. But it's really fun. I highly recommend you mess around with this one because you'll realize that it's been in a million tunes, as you know, all the progressions that we've done so far. But this one specifically has a very specific sound, but it's very usable, very cool, awesome, fun trick I learned forever ago, and I love it, and I use it all the time. So try it out.